So it's been a while since we've had a solid role-playing game come through the studio, but Octopath Traveller pushes the limits of 16-bit nostalgia in a charming top-down world of magic and mystery. And of course, as always, we are joined by Gareth Woods to take us through this 16-bit magic.
And while you were doing the intro, I got suddenly attacked by some wolves, so I've got to defend myself.
Dude, pixelation, I know you're a big fan of the art. What is going on here, first of all? How are you doing?
Great. Good, man. Good to have you. I feel like I'm going to welcome you back to the
man. I love it when you bring the cuteness overload, but there's something quite atmospheric, certainly from the kind of scene, the music. Yeah. What's going on here?
So, I mean, for those of you who are fans or know the kind of genre known as like a JRPG, so for Japanese, I don't need to heal now, I don't need to do that now. I just thought I've been attacked by two wolves, I probably need to heal by now. So essentially it's an RPG role-playing game. What's interesting with this one is in the name it tells you Octopath, there are 8 paths. There are 8 different characters you can choose from, and that's literally the first thing you do. On the map you choose which character you want. I'm playing this one as Ophelia, and she's got her own quest and her own story. You can save your game and jump between, I've been jumping between 3 different players at the moment. They've all got different stories. You've got a thief, you've got a soldier, you've got the knight who's been kind of, see, I'm learning new skills, explains how it all works. How the game works is essentially you on your path, you're exploring your individual story, and right now I'm in this cave and I just got attacked by some wolves. My lady here, Ophelia, she's a charmer. So that's why I've got someone following me, this cleric, because obviously I've bewiled him and he's helping me out of my battle. But if what's happening now? Am I being attacked again? No, we're continuing the story.
I like to distract you as much as possible so that you enter these scenarios. But this seems like a bit of a melting pot in terms of the graphic content and the gameplay style. There's a bit of a throwback.
Yes, 100%.
Where does this fit in the grand scheme of things?
If you've played any of the kind of classic SNES kind of RPGs, you know, the Final Fantasy VII is probably the classic for that one. The style will immediately ring true to you, being like, oh my word, I totally get the style. I'm a little vendor, is there anything I want to buying? No, I think I'm good for now.
You don't want a healing grape?
Oh, I've got some healing grapes, I've managed to do okay so far. But so essentially RPG, so choose your character, design him the way you want. I have no idea what I'm attacking, it's some sort of purple glob thing. Let's summon some help from my cleric. Bring my cleric in for some assistance, and let's see what he does. There he goes. Ooh, 11 health, not too good. Took 82 there. This guy's going to be quite a toughie.
This is a dangerous blob of purple jello, man.
Which is why, oh no, I'm not doing enough damage, not even close. I'm in trouble. So I am going to try and exit this fight.
Dude, you should have taken the grapes.
Flee, what's too late?
I know we are the man-children that we are, so this really does kind of tick boxes for us. Who would you say this is for? Is it just for those that want to go back into that JRPG vibe, or what's the deal here?
No, game over.
Come on, man. I've finally done it. I think this is the first time I've distracted you enough
to die. So let's go back to the cave. No, so who's it for? Anyone who likes RPGs, this is an awesome one. What I really enjoyed so far is like with the fighting. So if you turn-based is not for everyone because some people like the kind of raw action of being able to fight live. Turn-based is a little bit more strategic. What I like about this is there doesn't seem to be a formula of use the spell every time and you win, these things are useless, these things are good. Every sort of thing has its use. So even your lousy dagger that you might get in the beginning might help get through an enemy's armor, and then you use your big spells afterwards. Yeah, 100%. So you got to, like there I know I can't use my normal spells to attack the guy, I'm going to have to use maybe some magic or something to get through him. And the other thing that I've enjoyed is as you go through, they start adding little bits of tricks and that as to beat different characters. So you might have gone with a heavy strat for one sort of guy, then all of a sudden change things up, and now you've got to change the way you play.
I like that in an era that seems to be very formula-driven, where it's all about just winning and doing it as quickly as possible. And this seems to have something cute. I just have images of you taking screen grabs and printing it out and putting it on your wall. There is something very enticing about the graphics of it as well.
The one thing, sorry, as well, in terms of value for money, you're basically getting 8 games in one. Because it is 8 different characters, and then it's not you play the same story through each one of them. There's a different story for each.
That's a lot of meat, yeah.
What's interesting is your characters will meet each other along the way. So it's not literally your character, but the person who's playing, like whatever, John. As your character goes through the town where John stays, you'll meet him, you might join you for a quest for a while and then go on his way. And then when you play as John's character, you'll meet Ophelia, for example.
Cool, man. It's very well thought out, beautifully kind of orchestrated. So you've gone back to the easy peasy wolf.
Yeah, well...
I love it, man. That's really, really cool. Octopath Traveller, which of the 8 characters, very awesome characters, will you choose?